Here is the second individual event of the B League, and we have reached the halfway point of the entire B League. Here are the standings after Event 3, Crushing Waves with the second gold medal, and Coniferous Climbers, however, still at 3. So this will be an important event for them as we head into Heat 1. Chartreuse, Midnight Signal, Mage, Sword, and Salamander. All of those haven't been in an event yet. As we start, everyone seems to have a good start here, and the models to look out for here would be Salamander, our silver medalist from the Bloxy Marble League qualifiers. Unfortunately, they could not qualify due to poor results in the other events other than funnels. So this will be an important event for them. However, they seem to be struggling a bit. And off we go, and Signal seems to be the one that is in provisional last place. How it's hard to tell from this, it's hard to tell until we actually see some people drop to the second funnel. Remember, it is possible to recover from a bad start as we've seen in multiple instances in the A League. And remember, they would be trying to get faster times in the A League, and Signal has fallen to the third funnel. This will be a huge shock as Salamander is now in 5th place. He's with a major contact between Midnight and Soar, whereas Mage was in next and Chartreuse will be the last one up there. Salamander is really struggling out there. It seems that they may possibly drop very quickly. Anyways, I was saying, because there are less marbles for Heat, they will be trying to set longer times than their A-League counterparts, as Midnight has fallen to last place. Signal seeming to have a decent run, but they will be dropping soon as Signal is now into the final funnel. Mage is just joined the rest of the group into the third funnel. Meanwhile, Chartreuse has fallen from first to third, which is quite a shame. They are 4 points away from the championship leaders, so this could provide an opportunity for them to gain some much needed ground on the pressuring waves, who in the funnels there is not their strongest event, as it seems that almost everyone is in the final funnel at the 2-minute mark, minus Mage, the captain of Team Magenta, a team that has had quite the consistency in this B League, from getting 3rd, 4th, and 4th. So they will be trying to get another medal after a drought in the last two events, and it seems that this will be very close. Midnight will set the fastest time of this heat at 2 minutes to 20. Meanwhile, Chartreuse seems to be the next to drop, which will be quite a disappointment from them, seeing as they led for a while. Chartreuse at 2 minutes 33 and Signal at 2 minutes 36. It's over there. Unfortunate for the Green Satellites, who just got dead last and has dropped into the relegation zone for the first time in its B League. And Salamander will set a quite disappointing time at 2 minutes 47. Meanwhile, Soar and Mage will be setting these very great times here at about 3, which you think they'll be passing the 3-minute mark. The Soar will need to do very well in this event if the team wants any chance of not getting relegated, which is finishing in the bottom 4, as they set a time of 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Finally left is the captain of Team Magenta, Mage, who is doing incredibly well here. This could prove to be yet another medal based on the potential they're showing here in the heat stage. As they continue to go, this is actually longer than Zoom's time in their heat stage, so this will be quite a surprise, quite a pleasant surprise though for Team Magenta. As we look at our pecking order for Heat 1, Midnight Chartreuse and Signal will be our bottom 3 for this heat. They will probably need quite the miracle to survive for to the next round as we head off. Charge, Hopper, Apex, Combust, Crease, and Wolvie. Apex, Hopper, and Charge are returning to this event after the qualifiers, which for Charge it's gonna be quite a surprise despite from them getting 18th, but it seems that they thought that their performance in the first few funnels was good enough. However, they are struggling hard out there in the first funnel. Meanwhile, it seems that marbles such as Apex is doing pretty well, as Eccentric Electric will move to the second funnel. Quite a disappointment from there. Meanwhile, it seems the next Marvel to drop will be Kreese from the Crazy Chickens. The silver medalist from the last event in the relay run will be trying to continue their momentum and continue for another result. Wolvies next are championship leaders. This will be proved to be an important run, as somehow at the 1 minute mark, Charge has fallen to the final funnel. Meanwhile, it is a mad dash out there in the second funnel as Hopper, I was gonna say, falls to the third funnel. They are now in the last funnel. They finished 9th in the qualifiers out of 20, so this is quite the shocker, to be honest. And Wolvie falls to the next. This is a much weaker heat compared to the last one. Apex and Combust will be our top two, and by quite a margin, as Kreese was in the final funnel, and they hit the barriers, which will cause them to lose a lot of momentum. They will have to try, but it seems they got saved by Wolvie and Hopper. They're to try and save some momentum. Brown, Hopper though, seems to be gonna be falling soon, as they will finish last behind Midnight, and will be finishing last in the entire event as Wolvie falls on. This will be a disaster for those two teams. Our championship leaders were unable to make an impression, and Charge falls, which is actually quite a good recovery considering they were the first to fall into the funnel, as all the bottom three of this heat are below the last place of Heat 1. This is quite insane, but Crazy Chickens will break that trend as Midnight falls to 7th, provisional 7th, which will not last for long. Hopper though, the bronze medalist, they led the team to a bronze medal last event, will be finishing dead last in an event and score 0 points. Meanwhile, Apex and Combust will be moving on to the next round, it seems, which will be quite a disaster for Chartreuse, them being unable to get more points gained from the pressuring waves. Now, Combust is doing wonderfully out there in those funnels. They are ahead of Apex and seems to be finishing in second, or will be finishing second overall, pushing Apex to third. The top three all made up of captains, with the final captain in dead last. Moving on, 3 minutes 23 for Combust, with Hopper being the only Marvel to not set a time longer than 2 minutes. And our finals will include the Coniferous Climbers, Team Magenta, Marvels of Heat, Blue Nudes, Green Satellites, and Surfing Sharks. Now, all of these teams will need a good result, especially the teams in the relegation zone, those being Soar and Combust. As we head off, the expectation to be high for Apex, Salamander, Mage, and Combust over here. Salamander, luckily for them, surviving, and was quite a surprise, Signal makes it to the next round, showing that getting very lucky with the format over here. Had the bottom three been eliminated from each heat and not the overall times, Kreese would be in and Signal would be out. Albeit it will be in 7th, so that will be pretty good. So Combust will be the first to fall though, which is quite a disappointment from them. They are the top two. The Marvel that set the second longest time will be the first to fall, as 4 Marvels are now at the bottom, and Signal is struggling heavily, as Mage will now fall now in 5th. The Marvel that set the longest time is now out of the provisional podium, but so is Combust, who has some collision there with the Marvels in the bottom 2. And in the third funnel, sorry about that. And Soar will be the next. As Signal and Combust will be the first to fall into the final funnel. This will be a fight for them or whoever will not be finishing last. Now, of course, we are expecting some shorter times here, considering that they will have less stamina from after doing their runs, but it seems that Apex and Salamander have recovered. Salamander has recovered quite a ton. Let's see if they will be able to chase their gold medal. Meanwhile, Combust will be the first of all at 1 minute 55. A majorly disappointing result from the Marvel's Sophie, who could have used this good result as Green's satellites fall next in 5th. This will be enough to actually push them out of the relegation zone, pushing pushing back the Hopper Cloud in. And Soar seems unlikely for medal, but a 4th place will do. 2 minutes 17. This will be 8 points for the Coniferous Climbers, which will actually be more than doubling their point total over here. Meanwhile, this will be a 3-way fight for their podium spot with Mage, Salamander, and Apex. Now, Surfing Sharks haven't had a good time, but they are doing amazingly here. So is Mage. Agent Salamander as Mage. It will be our place time with about 30 seconds of gap between 3rd and 4th. They will be disappointed that they couldn't do more than that, but they will be happy with the bronze medal as Salamander falls at 2 minutes 53, which will guarantee the gold medal for Apex of the Surfing Sharks, more than doubling their point total from 14 to 29. Their first medal of the entire B-League. Right after the event, they got their first top half finish as they set a time of 3 minutes 13 seconds, over about 20 seconds above Salamander. So this will be the event results as we head into our podium, which is going to be an amazing result from all of them. Well done to our podium finishers of Apex, Salamander, and Mage, of Surfing Sharks, Blue News, and Team Magenta respectively. Now let's head into the Coaches Championship, as Eccentric Electric led the first one after climbing, and they will fall to the podium as Blue News become the only team to podium twice. Podium in all the events so far, 22 points, Surfing Sharks in 2nd, 18, and Team Magenta will also be tied for 18, but will lose out on 1st place countback. As we head into our standings, Coniferous Climbers will be scoring 11 points, which will bring down the gap to 2 points to the timers. Meanwhile, this is unbelievable. 36 points are shared between Pressuring Waves, the Green Satellite, Pressuring Waves, Team Radioactive, and the Team Magenta, which is shocker. This will be in the triathlon.